I'm Reba, and I was initially diagnosed with breast cancer in 2007. And I was re-diagnosed again in 2013. In 2007, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I had found a mass in my breast, and I knew even before I went to the doctor. But when I went to the doctor, I had no insurance. And so my main focus almost immediately after being told, I'm sorry, the test results came back and it is breast cancer, was, ooh, crap, I'm gonna die. Because I had no concept of what breast cancer was beyond death. I mean, I had always given to Komen. I had never done the Race for the Cure, anything like that, but I had always given donations for other people doing the race and things like that, but I had no concept of breast cancer other than death. And then my second thought was, oh, I'm gonna die and I have no insurance. I can't die. I've got a 15-year-old daughter who, I'm a single mom. I got to figure this all out. And then my next thought was, what came out of my mouth was, what do we need to do next? What do I got to do to live? And from that point on, it's, as with most survivors I've talked to, it's just like, whoosh, it's you're speeded into surgery and chemo and all this other, the good things to keep you alive. And in between and all of that, wonderful people, including Komen of Charlotte. I got grants and help with, from the Department of Social Service, and actually got through the whole not having any health insurance through the whole entire treatment process. Second go round, I've got insurance now. I'm working in a great job, and I've got this nagging cough that won't go away. And I finally go to my oncologist, and he comes in after the CT scan and says, we found 2 spots. And so it's a different, because then I'm thinking, no, see, I did my time. I hit my 5-year mark. I took my little white tamoxifen pill every day. No, I've got bronchitis. And he says that's what I wanted to, but it's not. And the second time was harder, I think, because the first time, once I got past, I'm not going to die, I'm going to fight and fight and fight, and I think it was like maybe a defense mechanism. I was like, arrogantly ignorant. Once it's all over and done with, okay, I've done that. Now I'm a breast cancer advocate. This was an anomaly and it's never gonna happen again. But I'm gonna fight now for other people. And so when it came back, I was like, no, that's not fair. And we had to, me and my daughter and my family and friends all had to go with that, that moment of, no, this isn't fair, to now where we're like, you just keep fighting. It's just a different fight now. It's a longer fight. Sometimes it's a harder fight. It's a more serious fight. And I know that unless there's a cure, I will probably never be cancer-free again, and I will probably die from this. And I'm getting emotional, but it's something I've come to grips with, even though I'm about to cry, but I just don't want anybody else going through this. This isn't fun. I mean, it's just not. It's not fun. I laugh about it because that's what I do. See, it stops me from crying, but it's just not it's unacceptable that men and women are dying from this. So there has to be a cure, and the only way you get a cure is with research. And research takes money. And so it's when I say to people, we need a donation, what I'm really saying in effect is we need a donation because there's scientists who need money for research, because ultimately we need a cure. Because that's the end result, is a cure. I've done Race for the Cure since 2008. That was my first year out of treatment, and I was determined if I could get through treatment, I was doing Race for the Cure. But this year, it's almost like the re-diagnosis has made me re-energized about it. And so I'm so incredibly excited about Race for the Cure. And it feels more tangible to me now. Like, we're not just out there in all the pink glory, which is beautiful and touching, but we're not out there just to be seen. We're out there for an amazing cause, and I'm just excited. I can't even, I'm an articulate woman, I can't even come up with the word other than just incredibly excited about Race for the Cure. So I may not be able to walk the whole stinky 1 mile, I may not, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm damn sure gonna give it a shot, and in whatever mile I can, whatever distance I walk, I'm gonna be like, I did it, and I'm excited.